welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Nika. Thank you so much for stopping in. Heart to heart, many people will make assumptions about your life when they don't understand. And you have to be so strong in whatever that you're doing, so confident in who you are, that nothing that no one else says or does sways you to be something different or make you question why you're doing what you're doing, why you're showing up the way that you are, why you are the way that you are. What I'm trying to say is, you will waste your time, your life, your breath, your energy trying to make people see and understand exactly what is going on in your life the way that you know that it's going on in your life. Nobody else knows your life, but so many people think that they can speak on your life, and they tend to make assumptions because they don't know. And even though you are the person that's most qualified to tell people what exactly is happening in your life, why you're doing certain things, and why certain things are the way that they are for your life and in your life, we tend to think that you don't know what you're talking about. No, that can't be it. Let me go ask my boss over here. Let me go ask one of your friends or one of your family members what really is going on in your life, because what you're saying, I don't think that you're credible. I don't think that I should believe you. And that's what's going on in the world today. I have fell victim to this on so many occasions, and it is just tiring, y'all. It is so tiring. One thing that has happened that I caught wind of was when I made my move from Indiana to Texas. Now, during that time, I had no idea why God had called me to move here. After I had given my life back to Christ and I had decided to take a walk with Christ, I was being driven to move to a whole different state. Mind you, at that time, I really could not see the purpose. I had no desire to move. I was afraid. I was alone. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. And to just think about uprooting my life and my daughter's life and moving 1,000 miles away to a whole new state, that didn't sound pleasing to me. That didn't sound like something I wanted to do. But I had to be obedient, because even when I tried to ignore that, God was constantly pulling and tugging on me, like, you need to go. People would tell me that. Even people I didn't even know who they were, they would just say, hey, you should definitely get out of Indiana and, move somewhere like Texas. It would just be the weirdest thing, because when God wants you to do something, he's going to send everybody that he can to make it known, so you can never say that you didn't know. Anyway, being the fleshly woman that I am, I started telling people, because I needed someone to just tell me that it was going to be okay, because I didn't feel like it was going to be okay. I was really afraid. I was making this decision to uproot my life, but I really didn't know why. I mean, I knew why because I was being told to, but I didn't know how to do it in a way that I would be confident and able to keep my faith strong, as I did it without resenting God. When I told people about it, people were like, oh girl, I get it, you got to do what's best for you. If God is telling you to do that, we support you. And then that's when the assumptions started to happen. That's when I was hearing people was saying that I was just trying to move because I was trying to run off and go get married to somebody. I was moving to Texas because I met somebody here, and I was just trying to move in and shack up with some man. I was running away from my ex. I was just saying this to get attention. I wasn't going nowhere. I was just bluffing. None of this was real. I needed to stop lying, and it was just the absolute most. Even though people had seen the reality that I was seriously terrified and I was being open and honest and really crying out for help, but even though people seen it, they still had this wild, crazy assumptions that had nothing to do with reality of why I was making the move. Another thing, I recently passed my state licensure exam for my social work. If you've been following me for some time, or You even heard me talk about it from time to time within my videos. You know that I have taken a licensure before, and I felt what the rumors are and the assumptions are. Not that Mika just wanted to better her career, better her life, and to take the test to add to her current certification. I took it because I already had a job. I was just waiting to get the license so I can leave my current job. She might as well just be honest. We already know. Another thing that happened, when I tell people that I've gone through therapy before, they always say, oh, I understand you do therapy. Therapy is good for people. I am so glad that you got the help that you needed. Then it turns into, I must have went through some terrible things in my life. My mom must not have cared about me. I went through a lot of trauma. Had terrible things happen to me by men. I had went through things with my baby dad. That's why I ended up being a single mom. And people just feel so bad for me because it was so bad. I had to go through therapy to heal from it. I went through therapy because my family wasn't there for me. My dad wasn't a good dad to me. He was in and out of my life. Mind you, I don't know who my dad is at all. I've never met the man, but this is stuff people have said. He's taught me to mistrust men, and I needed to go through therapy so I can mend my relationship with my father. Yeah. I have nothing wrong with people who have mental health issues. That's not why I went through therapy, but people will say this. And they would even ask, like, so how's your mental health now? I know that you said that you had some mental health issues and that's why you went through therapy. Mind you, that never came out of my mouth because that's not the truth. And they would say things like, are they helping with your medications? Is that why you had to go through therapy? Is the therapy helping for you? Yeah. So that's been my experience. Did you not hear anything I said? Because whenever I talk about therapy with people, I just let people know when I went through therapy, yes, it was to help me get through the healing process of going through a breakup. After so many years, I was with somebody, almost a decade, just couldn't get myself back to what I needed to be. I was lost. I was at that point, I just really didn't know what I wanted in life. So I went through therapy to help me with that. I also went through therapy to help me accept and be accountable for my portion in what I did wrong in the relationship and why the relationship failed. And to help me as well to heal from other relationships that I was in prior to that. And in that, not to heal from that person or to heal from that relationship, but to heal from my portion that I was not forgiving myself for in those relationships. And I explained that. And every time I get these stories, like just wild stuff about why I went through therapy, it's like people don't believe me. It has nothing to do with anybody personally. It has nothing to do with family. It's very hurtful for people to say, oh yeah, your dad wasn't there. So first of all, like I said, I never met my father a day in my life. It is not good that you're saying like, oh yeah, he was so terrible to you and you had to go through therapy to fix your relationship with him, or he harmed you in some kind of way. And it's not true. But this is the kind of stuff I've heard, even from so-called friends. Heard the backstories of people talking about reason that I was in therapy, saying my ex must have really harmed me, and that was absolutely a lie. None of that happened. I went through therapy because I genuinely wanted to become a better woman for myself and to be better for my future relationships and friendships. That was it. So you see how the story gets turned around and people just assume because it didn't make sense to them. Like people feel like you can't go through therapy unless you went through some really traumatic things in life. I'm not going to lie on people and say that they did something to me just to make it make sense so you understand why I went through therapy, or say like I have some mental health issue. Don't listen to what people have to say because people are going to believe what they want to believe. They're going to call you a liar. They're going to dismiss what you're saying is your truth. They're going to do all that. But it's okay. All you need to do is keep on moving forward and just shut them out. If you know it's not the truth, it's not the truth. Why are you arguing with people? Just let it go. Just keep on pushing. That's it. People will take what you say and they will twist it so that it makes sense in their head about your life. You're not that good at telling us the truth about your life, so I need to do it now. Like I need to tell you really what it really is that's going on in your life. A lot of people do that. But when you realize that that's what they're doing, That's it. You don't need to keep on draining yourself, explaining yourself. At that point, let them believe what they want to believe. But let me know what you think. As usual, you can send me an email if you would like to share your testimony, or if you just want to just share it with me personally. All you have to do is just say, hey, between you and me, and let me know what it is, and I'll send you a message back. Or if you don't put that, then I'll know that you're okay with me sharing it, but I will not share any of your personal identifiers. Keep the conversation going, and we will talk next time. Bye.